What up, Dokkanners? This is going to be a breakdown going over everything that was discussed in the 11th anniversary campaign. What is this? In the campaign broadcast. What is that? Is that there the whole way? Oh, it's not there the whole way. Okay. Anyway, this is going to be a full breakdown of everything that was discussed in the 11th anniversary campaign broadcast. This is not going to be going over what the characters can do. I did a full breakdown discussing all of that in previous videos. I've been just throwing out a bunch of videos. Make sure you guys check all those out. I break down the animations, in my opinion. I talk about the characters and what they can do. And I have my full reaction, so go check those out. This is just going to be devoid of all of the emotion. We're just going to be talking about, everything that was in here. I'm also very tired. It is 7 in the morning. I have not slept, and I'm still making videos. So let's go ahead and cover everything in here. Sakura was the MC for this. We brought in the Time Machine 3 comedy duo. They were the guest stars, and Omatsu and Geppy. And so let's just go ahead and jump in and let's go through. So this is the program schedule. 11th anniversary event information, new character information, EZAs, Dokkan Chance result announcement. I'm just gonna tell you right now, 6-7. If you got 6-7, you won. I kid you not. And you know what? I feel like I don't know. I am not okay with that, but that is what happened. Dragonstone giveaway challenge campaign information. Okay, so we're gonna start with the Dokkan chances. So they were telling everybody last chance to pick up whichever balls you wanted to choose. 15 stones per. So if you got one, or if you put all in one, you would get 105 stones. If you put in a couple, if you put one in each, you would be guaranteed a few stones. I got nothing. I put 2 and 4. I got nothing. I think I did the same thing last year. Yeah, I got nothing. I'm 0 for 4. I think they've done this now 4 times. I am 0 for 4. Last year it was 3 and 7. Oh my God. Yeah, last year was 3 and 7. This year was 6 and 7. So the next time they do it, it'll probably be something in 7. All right, so that's the first thing. Let's see. The next bit of news. They do the live concurrent viewers challenge. We shattered this easily. If we are over 100,000 viewers, we will all get 30 stones, which we did. This was lower than the amount that they promised last year. That is because they were splitting up the stones that they were going to give out through another challenge as well. So ultimately, we ended up getting 50 stones. 30 stones from this, we reached 136,000 viewers, so that was not a problem. They also did a stone challenge later on in the video that was reminiscent of Daima, the Tamagami 3 trials, which is pretty cool. That was actually a lot of fun. Then they talked about doing a hashtag campaign, so you guys should go do this. Go on Twitter if you have Twitter, post with the hashtag coming Dokkan 11th, and you guys will enter for a chance to win a signed Masako Nozawa voice of Son Goku board with the Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku. This is actually pretty cool. And you know what? I'm gonna go do that right now. All right, done. I have entered for a chance to win. Now let's continue. Period goes from the 28th until the 31st. You don't have too many days, so make sure you do this as soon as you watch this in the video. Moving on, we get to the 11th anniversary event information. Something very interesting was discussed early on. So New Horizons, they actually go into a little bit more detail about this, and I want to play what they say. I hope we can cover all of it. New Horizons.
ちょっと詳しく説明させていただきますと、ティザームービーではですね、悟空とベジ
In the
ータ
teaser,
のそれぞれの
we
変遷
follow
を
the
中心に
journeys of
ドラ
Goku
ゴンボール
and
Z ラスト
Vegeta.
まで撮らせていただいていたんですが、そんないろいろ
Okay, I better go faster. This is gonna take forever. Okay.
だったお二人が
I'm gonna mute
ここからですね、また新しい
Tracing their many transformations all the way to the end of Dragon Ball Z. Focusing on how these two, who have been through so much, now step forward onto a new horizon. I just realized the grammar's wrong. Onto a new horizons. Okay. In addition, these two characters will also introduce the EX super attack. Skill perfectly reflected the new horizons theme. So it's more specifically speaking to Goku and Vegeta. And I think that that's an important distinction to make, because when you generalize New Horizons, you start to think of the start of something new. Battle of Gods ushered in a new era of Dragon Ball Super. Resurrection F ushered in a new era of like Form Blue, Tournament of Power, GT, that sort of thing. You can sort of broaden things out. But when you narrow it down to Goku and Vegeta, that does limit a few things. When it comes to Battle of Gods, my theory was Battle of Gods for Part 2. That already felt less likely because of the fact that the Dragon Ball Super Beerus remake is going to be coming up in the fall, which means a concurrent celebration commemorating that probably makes more sense, which means holding off on Battle of Gods makes a lot of sense. But now when you factor in Vegeta being a part of it, I think that that is going to be what they also include in Part 2. So I think Battle of Gods has just been eliminated. I think Resurrection F could potentially play a role because New Horizons, both of them kind of reaching a new form. Goku goes blue for the first time in Resurrection F, as does Vegeta. Vegeta, contrary to Battle of Gods, wasn't able to match Goku's level, right? Because he was regular form, Goku went God. Vegeta got all the way to blue without even going God or doing the ritual, right? And all that stuff. So that could work potentially, or maybe some of those leaks that were thrown around actually might have some merit to it. So that's what they discussed here in terms of theme. Up next, we have information on the anniversary events kicking off in January 28th. First, we'd like to dive into the events. We got one quick announcement. Unlike previous, so this is another interesting thing. Unlike previous anniversaries, the 11th anniversary campaign is split into 2 parts. So that I took exception to that because that's very interesting. Normally anniversaries go 3 parts. Part 1, part 2, part 3. Sometimes we even get a part EX. The fact that they are saying that this 11th anniversary is being split into 2 parts has me wondering why. I have no idea, but that's what they say. No need to worry. The amount of events, the extremes, the awakenable characters, and such are just as exciting as always. And now take a look at the events for the 11th anniversary campaign part 1. So again, I don't know why. This could have something to do with potentially the Super remake coming up in the fall. Because of that, they need to sort of restructure their celebration schedule for this year to accommodate something extra. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I think that probably makes more sense. I think that's actually what that might be in reference to, because normally anniversary happens at the beginning of February, like end of January, beginning of February, and then all the way into March. That's where we normally go. Like if we look at 10th anniversary part 1, part 2, part 3 all went until March, and then part EX, if you want to, I mean, it's technically a part of it, even though I begrudgingly admit, you know, this went until middle of March. Then we jumped into Saiyan Day. So I'm wondering if maybe they need to shoehorn in an extra celebration in this upcoming year, similar to how they had to integrate Daima, similar to how they had to integrate Superhero when that came out. It was very mushed up, right? Smushed together. I wonder if they're going to have to do something like that as well. And then maybe they move GDC further down and they move some of the other stuff that would happen afterwards further up so that GDC can happen around this point, where the fall would take place, where Dragon Ball Super Beerus would happen. That might be why, but it's interesting that they said that. So now we jump into the part 1 info. We have new login bonus stuff. This is our first look at Mini Bulma. I don't think we've seen that before. This is also going to be how you can get some missions and stuff to get the awakening for the Goku. Don't worry, if you don't have the 10th anniversary Goku copies from last year, they will give you plenty of ways to get it, and Dokkan Awaken. Nothing to worry about there. Also 11th anniversary coins, meat, stones. His illustration will change with his Dokkan Awakening. They show the illustration. They don't show the animation for the Goku, but they just show the card art, which is cool. We'll go over details for EX super attacks later on. And then they go into the panel missions. We're going to have 11th anniversary missions. So there's going to be 2 tickets. There's the regular 11th anniversary tickets. We already know what this is for. This is for the Carnival banner and the Dokkan Festival banner, featuring characters that span from 2022 to 2024, including anniversaries and worldwide celebrations. We already know that. That is the free one. This is also the free tickets, but these are the rainbow tickets. We call those the Ton of Thanks tickets. These tickets can be used for special summons on the new banners themselves. Last year for GDC, we used these rainbow tickets to do a 44% chance summon on the new characters. You had a 44% chance of getting the new character, or 56% chance of not doing it. I myself got lucky and got the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Will they do the same thing? Based on the wording, it seems likely that that's exactly what's going to happen, but they might change it. While on the other hand, let you obtain tons of thanks tickets. You'll get the chance to recruit extremely powerful characters that debuted in past anniversaries. Meanwhile, this is the one. You see the chance to recruit the new 11th anniversary characters. So is it going to be the exact same? Maybe. I would hope at least they would bump up the chance from 44% to 50%, but we'll see. So do all the missions, do all that good stuff. Make sure you guys get all the tickets that you could possibly get. Do not compromise on any of your free summons. You should not do that. You should at least get all of those done. The Whis event revamp is coming up. We already know about this. So starting from the 11th anniversary, you'll be able to access the new event. The 3 main changes are that the obtainable characters, the obtainable items will change from EX orbs to permanent orbs. The difference is EX can be removed and placed with something else. Permanent means you take it out or you override it, it's gone. I don't like that. because you don't have the exchangeability. However, the quality of the skill orbs are going up, and ultimately that is the more important thing. You'll be able to access this event as much as you want, and you'll be able to farm up these skill orb tickets as much as you want. That is a big difference. So you'll be able to get as much of these as you want, and then you do those summons or those draws to try to get those skill orbs, which is good. The other two features are you'll be able to obtain even more powerful skill orbs. I believe in the database, there is something as high as a level 10 bronze equip, meaning you get a 1,000 point boost in attack or defense, which is insane. You'll be able to earn EX or skill orbs by clearing the stage. I want to find the part where they said you can do it as much as you want. When you swap them out, the skill orb will be lost. The second, right. Okay, you'll be able to obtain powerful skill orbs with total levels of 16, so make sure to take on the event as many times as you like. The third change is that obtaining the secret treasure chest ticket per day, you will obtain a skill orb ticket, which can be exchanged for skill orbs exclusive to your preferred category. Get to the point. You can earn an unlimited number of skill orb tickets every day. So that was what I was waiting for. Yes. So if you do this as much as you want, you can get a bunch of these tickets. You can go in and do the raffle, try to get some good equips. This is essentially what Chain Battle offered before. Since Chain Battle had ended, there was never a way to sort of recoup the loss of potential great equips. This is seeking to replace that, and I think we're probably getting it. It never quite met that standard before, but I think we're now about to get it. So this is a great change starting from the beginning of the 11th anniversary, which is going to be happening later on tonight. Also, Beerus will be showing up. Okay. Moving on. This is where we get an announcement for the the 11th anniversary special battle. So more characters will be included in here. Obviously, there's a lot of empty space, a lot of negative space. This will be filled in with whatever the part 2 characters are. Considering the amount of space missing, and considering that the special battle 11th anniversary edition is only going to feature the 11th anniversary characters, I have a feeling we're going to be looking at characters with multiple characters featured. Like the art is going to feature multiple characters. If we go back to GDC special battle, let's see. GDC special battle, who's featured here? Only the GDC characters. Oh, but you know what though? It doesn't occupy the whole thing. So never mind. That doesn't necessarily mean anything. I take that back. I was originally going to say, because of all this empty space, maybe there's going to be one character here, one character here, one character here, one character here, 4 more characters coming up. But no, it doesn't have to necessarily be that way because we see that right here. Okay. Well, still, it's going to be filled in with the part 2 characters. GDC Special Battle was a monstrous event. Everyone remembers that. The horror from it. So you can imagine this is probably also going to be very challenging. So I will be doing my videos on this one. It'll be fun. The no new units rule, it's going to be rough, but also people should be summoning on the anniversary celebration. So I might let that rule be a little loose on this celebration. We'll see. Okay, so they announced that. We'll be bringing back this event from the global celebration. Just like the previous event, there are 3 difficulties. New event coming up, Who Dares? Heated Showdown. Starting from phase 2, one of the possible bosses will randomly appear. In stage 1, you'll be facing characters from Dragon Ball Daima. That's about all we know. You complete this event, you get stones. Complete the various missions, you get stones. We don't know the nature of the challenge here. Is it something like incredibly taxing? Is it really, really difficult? Or is it going to be something minor? They said the upcoming stage has 4 phases in total. Okay. That's all we know. And there's some sort of a random element to it. Also, dude, Gloria with the blicky right there. That is crazy. Okay. Next event coming up, the Invincible Guardians. This is where you can obtain the free-to-play Tamagamis. At the moment, they are only at SSRs. Will they become TURs? Will they even become LRs? Looking at the HP for these characters, that's a pretty beefy HP build. I don't know. I don't believe there is a way to tell just from this if you can figure out if they're going to be LRs. I believe you have to look at the hit potential itself to see if it's like 5,000 points or something like that. I don't know. In my estimation, it'll probably just be TURs. Okay. They also say this is going to have an easier level of difficulty and a higher challenge one. So we'll have to see how difficult this ends up being. This might just be like a normal sales pitch, or this is actually going to be tough. Z-Hard has been designed in a way that even players who just started playing can clear it. So if you've never tried a challenge event before, this is a great place to start. Furthermore, the Tamagami from each stage can be recruited by clearing the stage or completing missions. So when I saw that, I was thinking, wait, is the higher difficulty one going to be that tough where you might not even be able to do it? Who knows? Okay. And that about, I think, wraps up the event portion. And now everyone was waiting for the new character info. So go check out my video where I talk about what the characters can do, my overall opinions on the animations. I'll just summarize real quick. My animation, the reactions that I had to the animations were not as much as I wanted. You can go back and check out my reaction in the video. I wasn't as hyped as I wanted to be. I had been waiting for this for a very long time, and the payoff just didn't feel warranted. It just didn't hit at the way that I wanted. There were certain animations, don't get me wrong, that were spectacular. For example, Super Saiyan 4 Goku's intro animation, very good. Super Saiyan 4 Goku's active skill, very good. However, one caveat with that, it came to my attention afterwards because I didn't even realize there is a big part of Goku's animation in Daima that wasn't included. When Goku uses his active skill, I want to show that. When they show the active skill for Goku's World Breaker Kamehameha, leading up to it, there's a very notable part where his hand is raised in the air and the camera kind of pans out and he powers up. That is not shown here whatsoever. I completely missed out on that. And the more that I think about that, the more that kind of bums me out. Because for how long we have had to wait for Daima to give us the pinnacle characters, to not have it pay off with the best animations possible is kind of rubbing me the wrong way. So overall, Goku's animations for me were received a little bit differently than Vegeta. Also, there's the Vegeta bias. But you guys let me know what you think. See for yourselves. And let me know what you guys think. These are the shots of the SSR, TR, and the LR for the Goku. I was hoping to show all three. There you go. So this is the full spread for the Goku character art. This is the Vegeta one. I think the Vegeta looks better. Again, it could be bias, but you let me know and you see for yourself. Okay, so you can check out the animations. They're the ones that are good. Intro for Goku, active skill for Goku, and then basically all of Vegeta's animations minus his intro are really good. So check out all those. Check out the character info as well in my other videos. I want to skip this because we're already 17 minutes in, so apologies. We're gonna skip past all that. We're gonna skip past all that. Okay, next up. After all of this, also, there was a shot during this where the camera straight up zooms in on Vegeta's crotch right here. I don't know why. It looked like something straight out of The Office. The way that the camera zoomed out, very mockumentary style. It was super Office coded, but yeah, they straight up zoomed in on my boy's crotch right here. So you do you, Vegeta. Summon events. Dokkan Festival Carnival Summon event. They will join the fray starting on the 28th. For me, it's going to be happening at 9 p.m. most likely. So for those of you who are wondering, I did a video talking about it. It is going to be dropping essentially when these characters drop. So check your local listings. Go to the new Dokkan Wiki. Link is in the description. It'll tell you what time these characters are coming up. That is when they should drop. We don't have a data download as of yet. That would be the the final nail in the coffin to confirm it. But we're going to be getting it right at this point. So this is what the banners look like in terms of the cover art. We don't have all of the pieces, but we do know that Majin Du is the banner unit. Check out my other video. I break down what he does. He's really good. Spirit Bomb Z will be receiving an EZA later on in the celebration. We don't have the confirmation as of yet. It will happen later. Goku Blue from GDC and the Tech Vegeta from the 10th anniversary. Vegeta being the carnival unit. We have Hachiya Goku, busted character. Goku Black Rose, busted character. Broly, aging slowly, sure. And then you got Frieza. He's nice, I guess. 6 characters will be LRs on the Dokkan Festival. 7 characters will be LRs on the Carnival. The reason for this is because the Dokkan Festival banner now has to include Daima Mini Super Saiyan Goku, Glorio, and Super Saiyan 3 Mini Vegeta. That is why it is going to be sort of infringing upon the LR real estate. Whereas on the Vegeta side, we don't have that. And also the Vegeta side is going to be including some characters that are going to be receiving some EZAs, as we find out momentarily afterwards. Extreme Z Awakening information. These are the characters confirmed so far for Extreme Z Awakenings. 8th anniversary Part 2 LR Kai Fighters Gohan. No, Z Fighters Gohan. And the AGL LR Kai Fighters Goku. As well as a Super EZA for Trunks. Why these guys? Well, because they're part of the 8th anniversary. They're the Part 2. And honestly, I think that this is a smart decision to have these guys be first, because everybody wants the Spirit Bomb characters to get their EZAs. We all know that they're going to be good. These characters were very much overshadowed upon first release, so having them get their EZAs first would be a great way to give them some time to shine before they're eventually overshadowed again with the 8th anniversary Part 1s. So I actually kind of like this decision. Plus, Goku's family, this kind of works with the Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And this guy's super easy works well with the Vegeta because Vegeta's family and all that. This guy getting a super easy is interesting, but when you realize he's Vegeta's family, that's what makes it make sense. Goku's kid is here, Vegeta's kid is here, so you know, kind of works. Whatever. As long as they're good, I don't care ultimately, but I was a little thrown off, I gotta admit, when I saw this. So that's it for the easiest that were announced. Then they do the Dokkan chance time thing, and dude, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. They got 6. Okay. Look at Amatsu's face. He knows what he did. He knows. I'm going to play this. He knows what he did, and he knows what's going to happen. He knows. See that? He knows. He knows. What damage, what irreversible damage he has committed upon the Dokkan community. He knows. He knows. Oh man, I wish I had the timestamp. One of the comedians said something so random. He said, "My Maza is Steven Seagal." I kid you not. I don't know where he said it, but that was also hilarious. Anyway, so yeah, 6-7. I hate everything. 6-7 wins, so congratulations. If you got that, I hate you. Congratulations, I'm so happy for you. All right, so now we go back to the Dragonstone challenge thing. So what did they do? Which one is it? Shuffle Cups. So this is a reference to the Tamagami 3 trial that they did at the end of that thing where you had to find wherever he put it. So they do it. Geppy does the first one where they kind of shuffle the cups. Geppy gets it right. Omatsu gets it wrong. So we were going to get 10 stones for each one that we got right. Geppy got it right, so we got 10 stones. Omatsu got it wrong, so we didn't get 10 stones. We were at 40. But, you know, it was very scripted. They did it again. These guys helped. It was easier because they shuffled it much slower. We got it. We got 50 stones. So if you want to watch it, check out my reaction. You guys can see the whole thing. It was actually, look, as what do we call it? Staged as it may have seemed, it was a fun time. Like, this was genuinely a fun show, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. So let's move on past that. That about wraps that up. Next up, the 11th anniversary gift campaign. So we talked about this in another video in the data download. They showed a raffle ticket, and this is because both global and JP players will be able to get access to this raffle ticket. And 11 users ultimately will get a chance to win, or 11 users will win 111 Dragonstones. And then 100 other users will win one of these 3 things. I don't know if you get to choose or what, but the users will be randomly selected. So this is just an extra little randomized thing that they're doing. More RNG. Details for how to, oh, actually it says in here, details for how to enter will be announced in the in-game notices. So be sure to join during the campaign period. Okay. There's a like and share campaign, 7 Dragonstones. If you don't use social media, don't worry about it. We will easily shatter this and we'll get 7 Dragonstones. Okay. And that's about it, right? As we mentioned. Oh, also extra Dokkan 11th. This is the web store code. So actually, we got 7 stones from this. We're going to get 7 stones from the share campaign. And then we're also going to get 50 stones overall from the stream. So that's 64 Dragonstones if you do all this stuff for free from this. Okay. Extra Dokkan 11th, yada, yada, yada. Okay. In addition, they're doing some web store prices and stuff. Cool. There should be a little bit more news, right? Oh, no, I think that's it. Impressions of the program. Yeah, that's about it. So that wraps up all of the news from the broadcast. And again, animations aside, the characters' abilities, I think, are really good. There is definitely some Daima bias, but overall, these characters are looking very good. Goku's offensive numbers are astronomical. Like, actually, they are going to break the game. Vegeta's overall team support, synergy boosting sort of effects are really good. I love the direction that we are headed in terms of mechanics, in terms of supporting mechanics. I still don't care about the EX super attack overall, but I understand more and more what it's going to be used for, and I do like it. I just think that the RNG nature of it is going to drive some people crazy. But this was a fun presentation overall. Check out my other videos for my full thoughts on, you know, the animations and stuff. And I'm sure we'll be talking more about it. Plus, I am going to be doing a reaction to your thoughts. I tweeted out something. I asked you guys on Twitter Let me know your thoughts about the animations, the kits. Do you think the EX mechanic is cool and all? Let me know your thoughts. By the time you're watching this video, this recording for like reading your thoughts might already be done, but you know, if it's not, you never know. Might as well post your thoughts there. So go ahead and do that. We got plenty more coming up. And of course, the 11th anniversary summons will be happening later on tonight. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, obviously leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments. What are your thoughts on this whole 11th anniversary broadcast? Did you guys enjoy it? What are your thoughts on the animations, the characters, the stones, anything else you want to talk about? Feel free to do so in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future and click the notification bell so that you'll let you know you're going to see more myself do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned. And remember to Dokkan responsibly.